Time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem. Oh, um, hold on, I'm confused. Uh, so what's the game? Uh, I don't know what type. I guess let's write like like a goofy story. Or, smile. Let's see. Precious. Doki Doki. What's that here? Uh, cheer. Sweet. Cry. Cute. Special. Sparkle. Heart. It's not really a good one. Flower. Boop. Fun. Beauty. Intention. Peaceful. Let's see. Amazing. And let's do giggle. I'll guess and also probably kiss. Alright, let's use kind of like my poem next. Hi again, Zane. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Ha ha ha. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Zane. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Make you dive head first into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like you deserve any slack. Sonari told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. I don't know, I choose that. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plucks back in her seat. Don't worry, guys. Zane always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. So, Suki, that's because your room is so messy it's literally distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Zane could become good friends too. Um, Saruki. As usual, Saruki seems oblivious to the weird situation she put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know. Wait, Saruki. Me? Eh? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Saruki made it sound like it was a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? Yeah, I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything to begin with. So any nice gesture from me is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright, well, here. Yuri reaches her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't read it. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. This is... How's this girl accidentally being... She even picked out a book that she think I'll like despite me not reading much. Thank you, I'll definitely read this. I took the book. Phew. Well, if you can read it at your own pace, I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone said it in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Saruki and Monica are having a cheerful conversation in the corner. Yu's face is already buried in the book. I can't help it but notice her intense expression that she's waiting like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around the closet. Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slept down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literally related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave to me. But I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I closed my eyes and ended up listening in on Suri's conversation with Monica. We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is about. The problem is that the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and too intellectual, but it's not like that, you know? We just need to find a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative mind. That doesn't seem to solve the problem, though. Eh? What do you mean? Even when we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody would come in the first place if it's a literature event. It's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we could do the thing to speak to their creative minds. What's this? Tonia's taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. Huh? That's a good point. In that case, do you think food would do the trick? What kind? Well, I guess we could. Cupcakes! Good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. Oh, you're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it? Cupcake speaks to my creative tummy. Cupcakes it is then. I'm hungry. Yes, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. Found myself smiling. In the end, Saruki is still her usual self. But there's lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me who has trouble finding any motivation at all. Saruki could put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I ended up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what's it like to see the world through her eyes. Oh, I opened my eyes to find Saruki's face filling my vision. I nearly fell out of my chair. Sorry. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This is the napping club. Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in the club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know? You still need to get used to it. Don't say that so loud. I glanced over to my shoulder to see if Monica heard. It's true though. Yeah, I know. You're always looking out for me, Suri. It's what I do best. That's the problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Yeah? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many times this week have you gotten up on time? It's a secret. I knew it. Come on. At least give me a benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sonori, it's written all over you. Yeah? Sonori glanced around at herself. How's it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all around here. Ah, I run my fingertips down the side of Sonori's hair trying to straighten it out. Man, you need a brush for this. My hair is just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your belt isn't straight neither. And there's toothpaste stain on your collar right there. Try to wipe off this stain with my finger. But nobody would ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's going to tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about that. Hey, you meanie. And that you don't even keep your blazers buttoned up. Seriously, sorry. Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? Eh? That's super mean. Sorry, but you thank me later. I started to button up her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you change your mind. Eh? This is so funny. This is a very weird angle. What is? Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kind of things. Eh? Don't say it like that. You make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay though. I'm happy we're like this. No, I'm not. I guess. Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to fully the button near her. This is definitely not the game for me. Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. If you ever button it, you would notice sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? I'm not reading that. Don't say that out loud. Anyways, you look much better now, so. Why does it feel strange to see Suri blazer buttoned up like that? But so stuffy. It's not worth it at all. Suri hazes unbuttons her blazer once more. Phew, that is so much better. So he puts her arms out and twirls around. So if you keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying that like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. Okay, this character's weird. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyways. So is that why I'm keeping it unbuttoned? Stop saying all these embarrassing things, eh? I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyways, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine, fine. It's a deal. I guess we are really better at taking care of each other than we are taking care of ourselves. Sadly. Yeah, I guess so, huh? So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. You're doing it again, sorry. Oh, but I was joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Monica suddenly calls out, why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Oh, I completely forgot about that. Yay! Then I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. I failed to sound enthusiastic, but Suri still trots away to receive her poem. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I never really done that before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait. Saruki and Monica enthusiastically pulls out their poems. Saruki is on her wrinkled sheet of losing leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica print line handwriting from where I sit. Nazuki and Yuri relentlessly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first? Alright. So I'm kind of growing a liking to more so Yuri and really it's really only Yuri and not Yuri. I don't really mess with first. Yeah, no. And she sounds so happy. So let's do it, Yuri. Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. I could trust her opinion to be fair. Hmm. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh, sorry. I forgot to start speaking. Um, it's fine, don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through most of it. So it's that bad. No. Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Yuri brushes her face in her hands. I can't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we haven't really gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most notable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick up a writing style separate from the topic line, and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both the styles and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, her demeanor totally changes. Her stamina is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that could go into writing even a simple poem. Not that finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes from practice and learning by example, trying new things. I also hope that everyone in the relationship in the club gives you valuable feedback. Why was I saying that? Natsuki can be a bit biased though. Yeah, I could tell. That's all I didn't go to her. Biased? How? Um. Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if you is apology to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I love to share my thought process behind it. You smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, is this supposed to be a literature club? I cannot read this, but I'm going to try my very best. Ghost under the light, the tendrils in my hair illuminates beneath the amber glow. Bathing, it must be this one. Oh, excuse me. The last remaining streetlights have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green. What is that? Is that line of the future? I bathe calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light, the light flickers. I flicker back. That's pretty good. I'm so sorry. I have such terrible handwriting. That is not terrible. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Ah, well, I just don't read scripts very often. I actually think your handwriting is very pretty. Eh? That's a relief. I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short? I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest. Since our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghost, Yuri? Huh? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Zane. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Or I suppose you only did glance over it after all. But remember that poets are often expressing their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In that case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being sympathetically compared to a ghost. Linger in her last remaining place of comfort, I'll be able to let go of the past. And soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more so than putting it that way. I haven't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember, that won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. She's a good character. Alright. I'm probably gonna end it here. I'm saying maybe Saruki, then Asuki, and then Monica. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. We're going to continue on part 3. And yeah, leave a like, subscribe, and tell me who do you like. Okay, guys, bye.